Recording this video Wednesday, 8th of February 2012. It is 2:29 p.m. Chicago time. Just want to get this video out before the close of the day. And another kind of spike down and rally type day, very similar to Tuesday's activity. And then Monday and Friday's activity were like carbon copies as well. Kind of interesting few days trading. As soon as you get used to one kind of style of trading, the day changes, type of day changes. So here we had a spike back up. A little bit of different character though today with today's kind of spike up, and just a lot of kind of low volume, no demand type stuff. We're really at elevated levels, and you look at someone like Apple at the moment, it's kind of looking pretty parabolic up. I think it's 460 today. But anyway, 135-minute chart, better sine wave, pullback to end of trend. We had our overshoot, and we've stayed stubbornly above this kind of resistance level. Better X trend, we've trailed the stop up. These were the Friday numbers, employment numbers kind of came up, gave us an exhaustion buying signal here, and so we've trailed the stop up beneath that. So 1317 is kind of a key type level. And in terms of the oscillators, finally we kind of reached a decent kind of overbought level on Better Trend. Better Trend is at plus 166, and put call ratio actually kind of turned over. Got this cluster of buy signals made on this last kind of move down, so those will take profits at some point. The last cluster of sell signals that we had didn't work out, and the market's just been so strong since the beginning of the year. So we'll see. This is pretty elevated at these levels. Just want to point this out. This is the average trade size chart where I kind of this isn't Better Pro Am, this is another algorithm entirely, although the coloring this is the same as Better Pro Am. And just to show you that with today's activity, we had real kind of no demand up there. The highs made this morning kind of sold off, profit taking with average trade size here, and then the professionals kind of get on board this. And then this entire rally back this afternoon has been on an extremely high average trade size, so just kind of be aware of that. Just longer term charts, 13,500 tip bar chart. We had this beautiful little setup kind of pre the employment numbers on Friday. It looked picture perfect, exhaustion buying on the left hand shoulder, pullback to end of trend with bearish divergence, then a flush pattern into the second cyclical turn after end of trend with a Rambo pattern, and then of course the employment numbers kind of came out and bang. So the whole sequence we've had to kind of make again in terms of making exhaustion buying, bearish divergence and so on. The exhaustion buying happened with yesterday's activity here, and then with mid-morning kind of drop, that was kind of a bit of a rush for the doors here. So we bounced from there. Blue professional bars kind of step in, but with this rally back, this has all been high average trade size, so just be careful. In terms of 4,500 tip bar chart, is kind of nicely marked here. We had the spike down low here, and then into the strong rally pullback to end of trend, driven by basically Bernanke's speech, and rumors out of Europe, strength in the euro and so on. Must admit, I hated yesterday's trade. I was into a short trade here, and I was in for 4 points. I had 4 points in the bag, down at 32, and I moved my target to 30 to try and get 6. And the thing hit an exhaustion sell signal. Blue professional bar kind of came in. It was a pro signal exit, and the thing just rallied from there. And we never tested it. We never went and made kind of a test back. It was just a spike down, bang, and just rallied the entire way. And I was just waiting for this thing to roll over to get out at par, or make a little bit on it, or that I was hoping it would actually continue. Of course it didn't, and took me out on my stop. So I went from a 4-point gain to a 4-point loss just because I was incredibly stubborn this whole thing. And just for me, just the central bank makes such an impact on the market. Is just a free market effectively that just turns on every word that Bernanke says. I suppose I should be more practical about these things, just realize that is the nature of the market. But anyway, just sick to the back of my teeth yesterday with yesterday's activity, so didn't bother putting a video up. But today's activity pullback to end of trend kind of topped out. It was extremely weak buying into that end of trend signal here. Blue professional bars at the high, and then we kind of fell off. So took a couple of long trades, hoping for a little kind of spike up, and then as soon as this thing started to roll over on the 1500 tip bar chart, let me just show you that. We had these blue professional bars kind of getting broken to the downside here. Had to sit through, this was just Rambo patterns on the 500 tip bar chart, but kind of sat through that little bit of heat on that retrace, and then kind of went my way and took 3 points on this because I got out the Rambo patterns here, but it was good for at least 4 kind of going forward here. So this is more a classic exhaustion selling signal, bullish divergence. Blue professional bars kind of come in here testing down with this amateur down bar here, bang, beautiful double bottom kind of being made, and then rally for the rest of the day, and then got into a long trade at 43.5 at the end of the day. Took profits after 3 points into the highs here after these Rambo patterns here, so I was quite happy with my trading. But this is more a classic kind of bottoming type pattern. It was, if you look down on the 500 tip bar chart, the highs and the lows were being made by pullback to end of trend signals, pullback to end of trend, nicely kind of marked here, and then blue professional bars kind of coming in at 39 on that double bottom and so on. So all of that was kind of nice. To the 1500 tip bar chart, and that's what a bottom should look like. So blue professional bars at the lows, we'd had our exhaustion selling, we've had bullish divergence and a test down like this with like a little amateur bar, bang, gets broken at the highs, and we're off into a rally. But let me just show you yesterday's activity. So this is Tuesday's activity. We had Rambo patterns overnight kind of dropping into this downtrend here, and there's this spike down, exhaustion buying signals, pro signal exit, kind of professional down bar here, and then we just rallied from there, just on the dot of 9 o'clock as soon as Bernanke starts to speak. And there was no testing, there was no bullish divergence signal, there was no amateur down bars, nothing like that around here. And it's just, I don't know, I don't know how you could have traded around that, and there was almost like no opportunity to kind of get in. You see this kind of rally, there were no kind of decent pullbacks, there were no kind of amateur down bars kind of here, and for me actually that's smacks of stops being ridden the whole way up. I think a lot of people were kind of short, and just this whole rally up was just stops being hit. That's why there was no kind of retraces on the way down. So I don't know, I mean, I traded it badly to make a 4-point loss turn into a 4-point gain turn into a 4-point loss is extremely bad trading. But just mentally, I became very stubborn and got locked into a position. Anyway, then you compare that again with today's activity, with this kind of testing kind of activity, and this is kind of a more classic kind of bottoming process. Anyway, 'tis what it is. Made it back today, but just kind of angry with myself about yesterday's trade. Anyway, hope you traded well today, and I'll tag on. I'm just going to tag on that last kind of trade of the day because it was a nice little setup. Long 43.50. Long 43.50, and it's lunchtime really. 1:09 p.m. Chicago time. Anyway, so appear to have bottomed down in 38s, exhaustion selling. These blue professional bars kind of coming in on the 4500 and on the 1500 really were just kind of buying into a breakout move. So we've not seen any profit taken by the professionals on the way up into the 43, 44s. No blue professional bars on the high here. Although we are under cyclical resistance on 45, I just think this sign of weakness here, this little Rambo pattern. It's just a little retrace on the way up in this uptrend. So let's see, along 43.50. Right, well here we go. We were just kind of consolidating around 43.5 for a while, and then just took off to the upside. Some Rambo bar here, not too worried about that, not seeing anything in terms of amateur bars on the okay, well there we go. So breakout bar there, possibly, that's kind of amateurs who were shorting kind of here, having to reverse their positions or get out. So let's see, 11,000 on better momentum, that's a pretty big reading. So we'll see, still holding out, 47.50 is the target. Let's see if we get close. Well, we just broke up to 45.25. Just lost a little bit here, but on this retrace after the amateur up bar, blue professional bars kind of step in, kind of hold it, and then we kind of break above them. It's just coming down a fraction here. I thought we would just kind of keep going through resistance. So let's see, still holding out for a little bit more. Targets at 47.50, which is the day's high. So let's see. Right, just broken out again to 46.50s. Rambo pattern again, bang bang, 2 up here. 5,000 on better momentum, 3,000 here. Not extremely high readings. Must admit I'm tempted just to bring in my target to 46.50 and get out with another 3. So, because it is Rambo patterns up here. So let me just do that. Bring it into 46.50 and see if we can just get out on another push up. Just out 46.50 for 3. And quite happy with that. Because another Rambo pattern here, 500 tip bar chart. It's just looking a little bit parabolic here at this point here. So I just don't want to sit through any kind of retrace on this. That was fairly plain sailing. So good, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, 6.25 points. Not bad. Hope you traded well today.